Hi, welcome to my channel. Thanks very much once again for joining me. I've been so busy working on my movie, etc., that I haven't made many tutorials on OpenToonz, so I just wanted to drop in and show you a little trick that I mentioned quite a while ago, probably over a year ago, but it really is handy and I use it a lot. There's basically two types of, well, in OpenToonz there's three, but there's basically two types of line when you're drawing. You've got the Toonz raster level, and OpenToonz even has a scan level. There's a raster level, and then you have a Toonz vector level. So I bounce between the vectors and the rasters, and the difference is, you probably know this. First of all, in OpenToonz it makes like a beige color there when you draw in a vector. And when you do a raster level, let's just create this one. So let's create a raster. It was there already. When you zoom in, you guys well know this, that there's a difference in the line. That vector line is basically nice and solid on the edge. It's basically a path between, it's a mathematical thing, it's a path between points. And this raster is basically a bitmap. It's filled parts of the drawing with black, and this has got an anti-alias on the edge, and that means that it's going from 100% fill to 0 fill on the edges there. That's the anti-aliasing there. Now, when I started, I used to do all my drawings in vectors, and there's a time and a place for everything. The work I'm doing now is mainly in the rasters. And the beautiful thing about vectors is that, let's just go and draw this and then fill it, is you get a good fill, a clean fill. So let's just go and fill this here. And when you zoom in here, you can see that it's filled it right up to the edge there. There's no anti-aliasing, so you can zoom in to the ends of the earth here and you won't get a break in that, right? Even if you want to go for that little bit there, nice and clean. So that's the beauty of vectors. Now, it's not like that with the rasters. Rasters, you can turn off your anti-aliasing and it will get rid of this problem, but it will also, the reason there's anti-aliasing is to give the line a nice smooth edge so that it's not jagged. So to get around this little problem that it has, and I'll show you what the problem is, let's just go and draw in the raster here. Let's just go draw something, and I want to make it a little bit messy just to show you guys what I'm talking about here. Let's go and fill that. Okay, that should be messy enough. Let's just bring it down here, and let's get our bucket tool, and let's just, let's just go and fill this and put it to normal, fill. You see it's left a gap there. Yeah, so it's basically left one gap there, and if we zoom in, there might be smaller gaps all over the place. Let's see if that falls. Yeah, it's left a little gap there, little gap there, little gap there, etc. So that's the big difference between these two types of lines, is you won't get that on the vectors here. Nice and clean fills, but on the rasters you'll get this. So what OpenToonz did, because it's a bit of a pain, as I say, you can turn off the anti-aliasing and you won't get that. But if you want to get around that, there's a nice little trick, a nice little tool they've added. And it's up here in the type, and you go down to pick and freehand. And if you just keep your bucket tool, the stylus down, and you circle that, it will fill it. Now the trick here is that it will fill it with the last color that you've touched here. So just go tap on the color you want to fill it with, and it will fill it like that. And let's just zoom in here, and the same here. And the same there. Whoops. Okay, there. You see what it does, how it works is, if you want to actually fill it with transparency, just tap it on the outside and it's filled it with transparency. Okay, pretty magic, pretty cool stuff. Nice little addition. It really helps you when you're working with rasters. There's another one there, so we don't even need to do that. Let's just go get our fill on, our bucket on. And you see there, it's not filling it because I'm hitting the transparent bit first. So it thinks I want to fill it with transparent. hit the red first, and there we go, filled. Okay, so that is the pick and freehand tool. It's relatively new to OpenToonz. It came with this version 1.71, and very, very cool tool. Let's just go do that as well. Let's just fill that. Voila, and it's filled something there as well. We can just take that out. Great. So there we go. I'll drop in again and add some more tutorials as I can. I hope you guys are doing well. Thanks very much for all the support you give me, and I hope you'll drop into my channel again soon. All the best. Bye.